the majority of the population in the Rensselaer County, being here in the city of Troy. Also want to thank you and commend you for the foresight in moving forward with the legislation to do this. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you very much. Would anyone else like to speak? Yes. Hi, Chris.
Hi, it's Chris Burke, a resident of Troy and the director of Unity House. First of all, I want to thank you all for everything you've done already on the behalf of the citizens of Troy. And I'd like to encourage you to, once again, approve a resolution to even do more. I think this is just so much common sense. It doesn't really require a whole lot of analysis or thought. I mean, this is where the majority of the people live. This is where more people have a lack of access of vehicles to get to polling places. It just is just complete common sense. I almost feel silly coming up and trying to make an argument for it. It's just straightforward. So again, I really appreciate everything you all are doing. I wish you had the control. I hope that we can together have the influence to change this, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you. And thank you to Unity House for working with the city on this initiative. Would anyone else like to speak on any item on the agenda?
Evening, I'm Anastasia Robertson, 788 3rd Avenue, Troy, New York. Sorry about that. Yeah, I really feel we do need to have this early polling site for all the reasons mentioned. I'm just curious as to why there's been no movement. Has Rensselaer County given a reason why they haven't moved any further forward? And is there a deadline that we would have to make this in effect in time for early voting?
Yeah, I don't know those answers. I don't know the answers. I don't know what the timeline is in terms of, how long they have to decide. I don't know those answers. Do you?
I don't. I know that the county legislature has considered it twice and not moved it past committee both times. I think it was sponsored by the entire Troy contingent. But not moved forward by the majority of the legislature. I don't know why that was, but certainly our hope is that by removing any possible obstacles, we can make their decision much clearer.
Is there any person to reach out to find out if there is something that's holding it up?
Commissioners at the Board of Election. So that would be Jason Schofield and Ed McDonough.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem, Anastasia. And, just so you know, Anastasia, I know you came in late. Our clerk, should it pass, which it will, and should the mayor sign, which I believe he will, saying that Mara plans to bring it over tomorrow morning. So we'll probably get some feedback, I would think, hopefully tomorrow. Okay? Yep. Thank you. Hi there.
Eric Wisher, 30 Fairfield Road. I'm president of Troy Firefighter Association. We're in favor of a city polling place. As an alternative option, we'd even like to offer our union hall up. There's no activities there during the day. We'd have one person present. We could remove any political affiliations we have on the building. It's an elevator, it's handicap accessible.
Great idea.
So just as another option, if you would like to include that in the proposal.
That's a great idea.
It's up to you guys.
103rd and 4th, right?
No, 106th and 5th.
All right.
So the offer's there.
Yeah, and so, and you have plenty of parking. It's
Yep.
right there. I like that. I gotta tell you. No offense, Chris.
It's just an option. There's no activities there during the day, during that 10-day period. You know what I mean? There'd be no
Okay.
inconvenience.
All right. Council President. You know what? Yeah, Councilmember Garrett. Parator, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Councilmember Garrett. I'm so sorry. Councilmember Parator.
Thank you for that offer.
Okay, I mean, it's,
Why can't we have two?
Well,
Why
it
can't
would
why-
cost
why-
another 15. Each polling site costs 15.
Just putting it out there. It would be nice to have one at each end of the
I
district.
think we.
Would be good to
I
have
think
one
we
at
have
each-
to work on one.
Who came up with that figure? Who came up with that figure that it would cost
The
$15,000?
the state board gave a whole, I believe, what's needed, the approximate cost, and so, yeah, it's approximately.
And the Rensselaer County Board of Elections doesn't have that money in their budget?
No, because this all came after, apparently.
Well, how were they going to open the election sites at the two outlying areas?
I don't
state
know.
is
I would
funding.
ask them. Yeah, the
Council
state
President?
did
I agree.
appropriate funding for 2 sites.
Right.
But this would be a third. So the state, when they passed the law, there was funding attached to it. Long story short, there was some questions on the funding. It eventually came through, and they approximated the funding to about 15K per site, and they appropriated monies to the various counties. So, and there's 2 sites. So we're adding a third. But we love this idea, and if folks don't mind, when we get to the item, I would like to make a motion to add that as an option in this particular resolution. But when we get to
Did you
it,
say
we could talk.
103rd?
We're 100,
6, right?
282 Fifth Ave.
106.
Okay, so that's passing.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm happy that you offered that. I would say if that was going to be added, then it needs to be added in the sense of if we can have Unity House as a permanent location for District 2, then I would be all fine with having the early voting place be at the fire union.
The Union
Union
Hall.
Hall.
But for me, the push on this is the fact that we need something in District 2. So I agree with that. That's a good idea. I just say that if we're gonna add that to it, then we need to have some more details saying like, okay, yeah, we're gonna have that, but Unity House being the,
And if somebody wanted to come and inspect,
Maybe-
if somebody
maybe
from the
next
Board of,
year.
if somebody from the Board of Elections wants to come and inspect the site prior to,
Yeah.
just
You know
get a
what?
hold of me and we can meet them there and go through the place.
And Eric, I thank you so much. I think it's something to look towards.
We just thought about it when we were sitting
Yeah.
back there, you know?
That's awesome. I like it, out of the
Right.
box.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep, have a good
Thank
night.
you. You know, I agree. We'll stick with this for now, but looking down the road, because at some point, I think the folks into A would like 2 sites, and B, it appears maybe that the Nick is not the best site. So maybe the Union Hall and Unity House. But I think for now, we'll stick with this. I agree. Okay. Thank you, though, Eric and your folks. Cool. Would anyone else like to speak on any item on the agenda? Okay, we'll close the public forum. No local laws, no ordinances. Resolution 64.
Troy City Council further supports locating an early voting site in the city of Troy. Councilmember Cummings, Councilmember December.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion, Councilmember Parator. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Resolution 64 passes 6 ayes, 0 noes.
I will close the meeting with the final public forum. Would anyone like to come up to the podium to speak on anything happening in your neighborhood, the city? Okay, we'll close, yes, Councilmember Garrett.
I actually got an email earlier, today. So Saturday, in North Central, the Sanctuary will be doing their last, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, so I'm just gonna
Spirit
say their
of
last.
Suffragettes.
Spirit of Suffragettes. There you go.
Yes.
They're doing their last
Yep.
event. I think it's from 3 to 6, but I want to also put out there that Snug, they will be having a street closed off on, I think it's Dow. In 6, they're gonna be having a end of the summer, I guess block party. So it's from 12 to 6. So all that is in the same walking distance. So if you're in over at the Media Sanctuary, go stop by and see the Snug program as well.
And I'll
And a
add,
breakfast.
the
The
NAACP,
NAACP
yes.
breakfast. 8:30.
Yes, ICC, 8:30.
Community Center.
Sounds good.
I was going to ask you if you were going to mention that, Councilmember Cummings.
And I'll just mention that tomorrow is the last day to vote for the Troy Farmers Market, being the best farmers market in the nation. At troymarket.org/vote.
And just for the record, to keep this real time and keep it moving forward, Billy Carter would like me to mention, I'm in strong support of Uni House becoming the early voting site in Troy, and the city council approving the other $7,500 for a total of $15,000 for early voting. So he is on the record. That is Mr. Carter, and I have no more announcements, I believe. But do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Councilmember Gully, go Yankees. Do I have a second? Second, Councilmember Garrett, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? This is not good.